Smile. Hey,
Hi, Cynthia.
welcome. Good afternoon to all my suave and sassy viewers. Let me let me start over. I'm just so excited about my guest today. She is amazing. You guys got a treat in store, but let me get to the good part because if I don't do this right, it's people that are bigger and mean and they get mad at me. So let me say it right. Good afternoon, my suave and sassy viewers. I'm Sonia Dunbar, affectionately known as the Geriatric Tooth Fairy. Welcome to my new talk show, Suave and Sassy Seniors. Are you ready to be blessed with some golden nuggets for life? Then let's go. Now, I know you're looking at both of us talking about which one of y'all is the senior, which one of y'all is the senior. Miss Beatrice, who I have with me. Ladies, gentlemen, we're about to meet someone that's going to knock our socks off. This lady is amazing, and I'm honored and humble to have her as a guest on our show to share. Now, all I want to know is how she's looking so good. I want to know her beauty secrets. I want to know her regimen. I want to know what she eat, drink, what she greases her hair with. I want to know everything because this is a natural beauty who is just has an iconic life. So, Miss Beatrice, can you start by telling us a little bit about you? And again, thank you for being on my show. I'm just so excited. I just know you have so much for us. So jump on in. Tell us a little bit about you.
Well, first, I want to thank you for inviting me. I'm so pleased about that. And I'm not a camera person. I'm always in the background. I'm a business owner. I'm a citizen, even though I hate to admit that, and it's taken a long time for me to get to that point. I've just never wanted, so I never tell my age. But I am a senior citizen. I'm 71.
Wait a minute. You can't drop that. Wait a minute. Okay. Pause for the cause.
Okay.
Two things you said here. First of all, you said you stay in the background.
Yes.
And you're so, I've spoke to you before, and you're so, what we see on the outside, this beauty is already on the inside. So there's a lot of people who are business owners and so talented that stay in the background. Can you just share a little bit on that? Why is it that you like to be behind the scenes?
Because I've always been shy of cameras.
Okay.
It's just who I am.
Beautiful people always shy of cameras. People like me, I'm always
away from cameras. And
really?
My daughter said to me, she said, Mom, one day you're not going to be here. We'd like to have pictures of you for memory purposes. And I said, I guess you're right. I need to take more pictures. And so I find my family taking more pictures of me now than ever. But I used to literally, when the camera came out, I'd go in the other direction. But now in the world that we live, with telephones, with cameras, smartphones,
right?
You don't really have an option, right? Someone's taking your picture and you're unaware of it. Think about that.
And Miss Beatrice, that is so true. You're 71?
Yes. I'm 71.
So, wow.
I'm 71 in years. But Sonia, I'm not 71 any other way.
Please elaborate. We must talk about that.
71 any other way. Well, I live my life like I mentally want to live my life. Not like the years dictate that I should live my life, or the way the world sees seniors as this is what you're supposed to do. Put the cows out to pasture. They're beyond their years now. That's not how I live. I live the same life that a 50-year-old, a 45-year-old. I've lived the same life that I've always lived. And I'm never going to change that.
I absolutely love that. Now, are you married?
No, I'm single.
I mean, do you date?
Absolutely. Would you ask someone that was 50? And I want you to answer that question. If someone 50 years of age said, would you say, do you date? You would have automatically assumed that.
I would. But and I wanted to put that on camera because I know a lady that's, I think she's 61 or 62, and she was having a problem of getting something done to her mouth because she said why would I get this done in my mouth, pay all this money for my mouth, and I'm 62 or 63 years old. I'm like,
just starting.
So what do you mean? Let's just talk about it. It's just starting.
Let's talk about it.
Talk about it. Just tell us, first of all, how do you, I don't hope this doesn't, I don't hope it doesn't offend you,
You
but
won't offend
you
me.
do not look 71. I mean,
I
is it
don't
just
act it either. I
What
don't
is
act it. And typically, men that I date are younger than me. Because what I find is I find older men are falling into that same routine that older women do. And I'm not by any means an older woman. So I end up dating younger men, and I don't look my age. So they'll approach you. They have no idea what age that I am. And there you are.
Wow.
I have no problem with that. I have no
I
problem
love
with that. Yeah.
I love it.
I've been doing that for probably the last 20 years, dating younger men.
Wow, man, that's amazing.
But I eat a healthy diet, Sonia. That is the part of me that I think is the best part. I know that exercise is an important part of it, and I exercise daily because I couldn't keep up. And they say that if you don't use it, you lose it. So I exercise daily. But I think diet is medicine. I think food is medicine. And I happen to be, I won't say a chef, but I am a chef, but I won't say that. I've had a passion for food since I was a little girl, since about 7 years of age. I've always enjoyed food and cooking and creating. So I'm creative in that respect. And I create through food. So many years ago, probably it was in 1985, I got real ill, and I couldn't, they didn't know what was happening. They couldn't understand what was going on with me. And so I went without a diagnosis, but I decided that I need to cure myself. I know my body better than anyone.
Exactly.
So I went to see a nutritionist, and she gave me the ABCs of the foods that are in our diet at that time. And it was a lot of processed foods and a lot of preservatives. And she taught me how to get all of those out of my diet and just eat whole foods. Now, Whole Foods just came along some years after that, but she taught me a lot then. So I started doing that. And because I cook the way that I do, I was able to start doing exactly what I needed to do to get my body back to where it was. And so it's been an evolution, because you can't just go from eating unhealthy to eating healthy overnight. It's a perpetual, let me see, how can I put it? It's a perpetual evolution. You'll start here, and then you'll change this and you'll change that. And I eat primarily a plant-based diet now.
Really?
Yes. So that's the number one thing that I think has a lot to do with my beauty, is its inner beauty. And it's inner beauty because of the health of my body. I take no medications.
Wow.
No medications whatsoever.
Wow. That is good.
Yes. And it's unusual for someone my age in where we live today.
It is. It's very unusual.
Very unusual. That all the time. What do you mean you don't take any medication?
That's good.
I go to a doctor. What medications are you on? They automatically assume you are. I stay away from medications. But if they tell me that all my numbers are good and within normal range, but I take supplements. I do take supplements because as we get older, we need them. But I think food is the big thing. And I'm creative with it. And then exercise is the second best thing. Because I had a Pilates instructor, and she would always say, ladies, exercise is the fountain of youth. And without it, you're not going to have the longevity that you're looking for. And I believe that. I believe it with everything in it.
So now, Beatrice, what type of exercise do you run? Do you
I walk.
Pilates? You said Pilates?
I walk 3 to 4 days a week, at least 4 miles. And I do Pilates 3 days a week.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, you have to do that to keep up with them young boyfriends, baby.
You got that right, don't you?
So now, Miss Beatrice, you also, I know that you are a business owner.
Yes.
So do you mind, I mean, most people don't at 71, they're retiring if they work for someone. But when you have your own business, you could just keep that forever. So talk
Yeah.
about that a little bit.
Okay. My business is in food,
Of course, you love it.
and I do craft services and catering in the production industry.
Nice.
Movies, TVs, shows, advertisements or commercials. But that's what, and I put people into these shows, and then they stay with the crew. They become a crew member and prepare food for them every day throughout the days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, Miss Beatrice, I know that there are certain stereotypes around people that are 71 years old. People just automatically put you in certain categories. Not you, because people wouldn't assume that you are 71 years old, but people that are around you, your friends and family that may be your age. What do you think about some of those stereotypes? What do you think about some of the ways that someone that are 70 years old, how do they think about themselves? What do you think about that?
It's no different than people pigeonhole you. You know how you go out to cocktail parties and they ask you what you do? Well, they ask you what you do so they can pigeonhole you and decide where you belong. They don't ask you what to do because they're genuinely interested in what you do for the most part. And that's what people do when you tell them your age. So my mom taught me, don't tell anyone.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell anyone your age. She said they'll get to know you and they'll put you in a category more appropriate for who you are.
I like that. I like.
Think about it. Think about it. If someone says, oh, so and so, this is John, this is Georgia. And then they say, oh, what do you do? Not how are you? How are you dealing with this and that or the pandemic? They don't do that. It's what do you do? And then that determines if they want to have a conversation with you.
Wow. Wow.
That's not how it's done. That's where we've moved away from that.
That's
We've
true.
moved away from that. But I can tell you a big part of who I am is enjoying life. I love happy hour. I love to drink. I do. I like my cocktails.
What's your favorite cocktail? What's your favorite cocktail?
My favorite is this today is gin and tonic. Gin and tonic. It's my favorite.
Well, that's the low calorie. That's the low calorie one.
Everything that I eat is low calorie. My metabolism
is low calorie.
Yes. Yeah. It's not like it used to be. But I enjoy it's part of me. But I think that if you're happy, stress-free, you're exercising, you're eating right, you can't go wrong.
Well, how do you help people? Do you coach people or help people that learn how to eat right or learn how to, like I think I mentioned in one of my other talks that I kind of this January I said I stopped eating red meat. So my next thing was by the end of this year is to give up anything that's other than just become total plant-based. So right now I'm just eating like tuna and chicken, but I'm winging away from that. But to me, when I try to do like 2 days a week with no tuna or chicken or turkey or salmon, but I mean, only thing I can figure out is a salad, and that
There's
gets
a lot of things. There's a lot of things you can eat. Everyone thinks that if you eat a salad, you're good, but you're going to get tired. You're going to tire of salads.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's when you've got to be creative. And I do, because I get calls about food and skincare primarily, because I've been a skincare fanatic since I was 20 years of age. So I've been doing it for a long time.
Wow. Your skin looks amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. But I do. I get a lot of calls about how to make a dish, how to change a dish, what to substitute in a dish. Do I have a recipe for a dish? But I can say, I want to address what you commented on, and that is your body. If you start taking heat and how your body's responding to the foods that you eat, it will tell you what your body likes, and you'll keep eating that way. And the meat will come off eventually. It will. You'll slow it down because you're going to feel so much better without it. And I'm not saying not to eat meat, because I like meat occasionally. We all have our indulgences, right? We all indulge. So I never say I'm a vegetarian. I never say I'm a pescatarian. I don't give titles. I don't like titles. So I just eat healthy, and I love potato chips. My favorite, potato chips and wine, my absolute favorite.
Oh,
Everyone that knows me knows that's white wine and potato chips.
Oh, you like sweet wine or just like a Chardonnay or Sauvignon Blanc?
I prefer French, and I love the Sancerres from France. And I also like the Burgundies, the white Burgundies from France.
Wow, nice. Now, tell me about the skincare. Do you give people advice on that, or do you have a certain product that you use? What is your secret?
You know what? My secret is learning what kind of skin you have, and then giving it what it needs. It's just like your body. I for so many years I used one brand of product, and then I noticed it wasn't taking care of my skin as well. And so I changed over. I found another product, and and I've seen the changes that I was looking for. But as we age, all those things change. And so you have to change with it. It's like when you set goals. When I used to work in healthcare, that was what I did early in my life, is I worked in healthcare and managed on the administrative side, not the clinical side. And we always had to set goals for my departments. I would always set goals for my departments. And it was always a goal never stays the same. It's forever changing because it's not stagnant. So that's what you have to do with your skin. You know that your skin it may be dry. In seasons, it may change. When you notice it's dry, you give it moisture, and vice versa. So it's like anything in life. You change with it.
I love it.
Diet is the same way. You know, you can't just say this is all I'm going to eat, because you're not, and you're going to sometimes give in, like French fries. It's just part of the way it goes.
Yummy.
You know what? I read an interesting article not too long ago, and it was about longevity. And they found in these little pockets throughout the world, communities where the people were living longer. And they were averaging between 85 and 89 years of age was the average age. And then they looked at what were the qualities that were foremost in what these people did. And it was healthy diet, exercising vigorously, exercising, healthy diet, and what was it? Oh, let me think. Give me a minute. This is the 71-year-old brain we have. And they were happy. They socialized. They had a lot of involvement with family and friends.
That's important.
And that's why I say that I like to have fun. And we all like to have fun, but you're not supposed to stop because you've aged. You're supposed to continue with it. And when I read that, I said, that's exactly what I'm doing. That's it. And so to me, that's the key. I think if you put all that together, you can't go wrong.
I love that. That.
Thank you.
Now, that wasn't your golden nugget for us, was it?
What is a golden nugget?
Well, a golden nugget is something that you want to leave with us, the viewers, the listeners, and just have it archive of some wisdom, something that you can share with us to pay forward, something that you're paying forward to the next generation, or to your generation, my generation, our generation.
Okay. Aging is overrated. Okay, number one.
Number one,
Age is just a number.
I agree.
And with that, it's all in your perception. So if I perceive age, if I perceive 71 to still be young, I'm going to act that out. But if you look at it and you say, "Oh, I'm getting old now," you're going to say, "What defines old?" And you're going to start acting that out.
That's how you believe.
Yes, yes. So you've got to. It's in here, and then you just make everything else work with what's in here.
And Beatrice, that is so true, because I'm a firm believer in whatever you tell your mind is going to believe it. And I make sure it's two things. One, I tell my mind, I feed my brain what I want it to know. And
Okay.
two, I speak. I only speak positive stuff about me, and I believe what I say about me, and I say the right stuff. So that's so important, that you say the right stuff about you and you believe the right stuff about you. And I too believe that age is just a number.
It is.
I do believe that. And that's why, what'd you say?
I said, I promise you it is. It's just a number.
So do you want to share anything else with us about your businesses, what you do? Because you are amazing, and you look great. You sound great. Your energy, I feel it. It's phenomenal. And that's, to me, where I want to be at 71. I'm 51 now. And one thing I do, and I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
I work out every day except for Sunday.
That's what you have to do.
I run.
Yes.
I do my group trainings, and it's hard. But what I have to do is lay my clothes out, and my body move when my mind still be in bed. I be outside and I'm like, I'm really asleep right now, but I'm gonna tell my legs to move. And when I keep going, because I'm afraid if I stop, I'll stop permanently.
Oh, you will.
So
yes.
My husband go with me sometimes, but if he don't go, I still go, because I'm not doing it for anybody but me. Okay. This is the only body I got to get through here with, and I want it to be healthy. I want to feel good. I don't want extra weight. I want to feel that. So, and it does a lot of things. So if I can get this eating down, I think at 71, I look a little bit better than you, because you fine.
Yeah, you will.
You fine as well, but I want to level up. I want to level up.
You just keep doing what you're doing. I promise you. And the exercise is the fountain of youth.
And I'm glad you said that. I'm going to coin that. Exercise is a fountain of youth.
Yes.
We need to pin to this. We need to pin that to this show. Do you want to share anything else with us about your business? We appreciate your golden nugget. You're phenomenal. But do you want to share anything else with us, Beatrice?
No, I think that's it. My website is the letter B, yourbest.net.
Now, if someone goes to your website, what is on your site? What services do you offer?
It's a blog.
Nice.
So I'm going to be doing recipes and ideas about exercise.
Oh, I'm going on there.
Yes, and it's just my lifestyle. It's actually lifestyle, because I just think that there's a lot of people that need the answer, and once they get the answer, they're gonna go in that direction.
That I'm gonna follow your blog, because if I can look like you, I'll follow that blog. Your blog, will make sure we post it with this video. Okay. Thank you, Beatrice, for sharing with us. You are amazing. And again, this is Sonia Dunbar, and thank you for joining me and my special guest, Beatrice, today. Join me every other Thursday at 1 p.m. for some more golden nuggets of life. Until the next time, keep it suave and sassy. Bye.
Thank you for having me. Bye.